Hey, aloha folks, and welcome to the Klipper Golf Course. Today is a little unusual, but I have the fine pleasure of being here with Daniel Lee Kim.
Aloha.
Daniel Lee Kim is a real estate agent. He's with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, well, welcome to the show.
No, thank you for having me, Kevin. Appreciate
Right on,
it.
yeah. So, hey, tell us, how long have you been serving the military community here on Marine Corps Base Hawaii?
Yeah, so I got out of the active duty back in 2021. So I've been a real estate agent since 2021.
So you were active duty?
Yeah, I was active duty here. I was with VMU3.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's neat. So you got out and you jumped right back in to serve the community here.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, so nice. That's awesome. So I mean, it's kind of good for them because you know exactly what they're going through. You lived that life already.
Exactly. I've been in their shoes before, PCSing, cross country, overseas,
Oh, wow.
even to Hawaii, right?
Oh,
with
yeah.
family, pets. So completely understand what they're going through, which
Right.
is why I made it my mission to help them out.
That's nice. How many years did you serve?
I served 11 years.
11
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about that. How'd you get in and all that stuff? What happened there?
Yeah, so long story short, I went to school at Embry-Riddle.
Uh-huh.
It's an aviation school in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Okay.
Decided that while I was going through the school and getting my licenses to become a pilot,
Uh-huh.
I figured, hey, I would rather serve in the military because being an airline pilot sounded kind of boring.
Okay.
So I decided to join, and long story short, ended up staying for 11 years, anywhere from helping out with air traffic controls to drones in the Marine Corps.
Oh, wow. Okay. Neat. So, wow, active duty Marine for 11 years. And
Yeah.
how many duty stations did you have?
I have been into 7 duty stations.
Wow.
In 11 years.
And where were they?
Yeah.
Just real quick.
I mean, obviously Quantico, that's
Yeah.
where all officers go for, officer candidate school. I went back there for professional military education as well.
Uh-huh.
Florida for flight school. Corpus Christi for flight school, Kingsville, and then out to Marine Corps Air Station Yuma, back to Quantico, San Antonio, Texas, and then out here.
Wow, all over.
All over.
So you're a pilot as well?
Yes, I'm a civilian pilot. Yeah.
Wow. So, man, you're a jack of all trades. And a little bit of a golfer, I understand, as well.
I try.
Good, good. So we're going to have Daniel take the challenge in just a little bit, but first we're going to talk shop a little bit. But,
Okay.
No, okay, so wow, so you were serving and then you got out. And did you immediately roll into real estate?
Yeah. So I got into real estate back when I was in active duty.
Okay.
I wanted to start investing in real estate. So we have this incentive, VAH, where we get our housing paid for by the government.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
I figured that would be a great way to, start my real estate investing career,
Mhm.
right? Outside of the Marine Corps. So I got into it back in 2016.
Uh-huh.
And from there, I just figured, hey, if anything, if I do decide to get out, I will stick with real estate. Yeah.
Oh, that is so neat.
Yeah.
So it wasn't exactly planned as your career, but
No,
because
it
it
was
was something you were doing for yourself,
Correct. Yeah.
and you realized that, wow, this is something I can do to help other people as well.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason why I started to help with, military families specifically is
Mhm.
because I wish that I had known about how to use VAH to, build wealth, invest in real estate, right? Early on in my career.
Right. How'd you find out about it?
Self-study, hours of listening to, podcasts, reading books, research.
Ah,
And I just wish that someone had mentored me along the way,
right.
to cut out all that time. Yeah.
Well, I would imagine, as far as mentors within the military community, not many of them would probably think to mentor you with regard to real estate, right? So
right.
more
Or outside the Marine Corps.
right outside the Marine.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was it's a good thing you stumbled into that, but you recognize the need.
Yes. Yeah.
That's good. That's great. And
mean,
so yeah, you
Yeah.
could-
And on top of that, right, my first home that I purchased,
Hmm.
I was moving from Yuma, Arizona to Quantico, or
Oh.
PME.
yeah,
And it was my first time. I'm naive, come from a very religious, tight family. So this is all new to me, right? So I got connected with an agent. Didn't know that you can switch agents or interview them.
oh,
But pretty much, long story short, had a very bad experience. Not everyone has this experience, but I did.
right.
So ever since, I made it my mission that if I got out, then I would serve the community so that they wouldn't have to go through that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, awesome. Okay, now I was wondering, people who are in the military, typically Marines. That's all I know because I'm a civilian, but I've been working here for the last 16 years, right?
Right.
So I've seen Marines and families come and go. And typically I notice it's a rotation of 3 years at a time.
Right.
Now, so I'm thinking, why would someone that's active duty want to purchase real estate in Hawaii when they're only here for 3 years and then they're gonna leave? Why would they want to do that?
Yeah. So if you do the basic math, right? Let's say, like for example, me, as a major, my BH would be somewhere in the 4,000s, with dependent a little bit more, right? So if you times that every month, times 12, times 3, in some cases times 4, that's a lot of money that you are just giving away, right? Whether you're renting or staying on base.
Right.
So why not purchase something for yourself, pay your mortgage down, right? And then when you turn around and sell it, with the decrease in the payment or the mortgage and the appreciation, you can at least have something left over for yourself.
I see. So what you're saying is they are here for a 3-year tour, right?
Right.
And they purchase real estate, and the money that would normally go toward their housing on base, or if they rent it, that'll go towards paying their mortgage.
Correct.
And at the end of it all, if they turn around and they sell it and they leave, they still make a little bit of money.
That is
instead
the
of
goal,
money
right?
going nowhere.
Exactly.
Now-
And obviously it depends on the market. Like right now with high interest rate, to some people that may not be feasible, right?
Right.
Depends on the individual. If they're single or bachelor, if they can get roommates, offset, makes sense.
Right.
For
Okay.
some, it doesn't. So it really depends.
I see.
Yeah.
So everyone's situation is different.
Right.
For the young, enterprising single people, this is a good money-making venture, right?
Right. Yeah.
No, but okay. So, but there's another way to look at it too, right? Unless I'm missing it, because I remember someone telling me that in order for a property to become an investment property, but not have to, because if you buy something as investment property, it's a different type of loan, right?
Right.
But if you buy something as a residential, but you live there for so many years, then it can be converted into an investment property, right?
Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily convert the loan,
Okay.
but it's just that you live there for a year minimum with the VA loan, right?
Right.
And then you PCS or whatnot, and then you can rent it out.
Right. And so they don't necessarily have, I guess what I was trying to get to is they don't necessarily have to sell it.
No, they don't.
They could hold on to it, and then they could rent it out and have the renters pay their mortgage, right?
Exactly.
And then eventually it turns into a passive income for them down the road, right?
Yeah, and that's
or they come
how-
back to live in Hawaii
yeah,
later on.
I know a lot of Marines and other service members doing that, right? And I did it too when I was a junior lieutenant. Bought a house, lived in it, PCS, rented it, did it again, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to spread or educate.
Yeah.
Right? That
Well,
you can do it.
So what you're saying is you have multiple investment properties around the United States?
Yes, I used to, and then I sold it at the height of the market.
Okay.
And then I use it to buy another
Understood.
bigger, right? So,
Right. I
Yeah.
get that. Okay. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
That's very neat. It's just another benefit of being active duty military.
It is.
It's a hidden
right.
benefit
Yeah,
that a lot
yeah.
of people don't
Yeah.
recognize. Most people see the benefit of, you know, maybe traveling the world, gaining experience, learning about their future career. You know, some people see it as a way to get an education, right? But not too many people look at it as a real estate investment.
Yeah, and funny you bring this up because this morning I was looking at the market report, and just as an example, like Kailua, the single-family home prices actually appreciated 8% since last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Even when the rates were this high. So if you buy right, if you know the location, if you can afford it, then you will, you know, come up on the positive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, okay. So, you know, we were talking a little bit before we started out here, but Daniel, you have some helpful tips, right, for some investors that are prospective investors on the base, right, or even any active duty. You know, any branch of service can contact you, right? You're not just so
exactly.
But what are some helpful insights or tips you might share?
Yeah. So a very common misconception that I get all the time from veterans and active duty is that they can only own one property through VA.
Okay.
And that is a myth.
Right.
It really depends on the county allowance. There's a tier level, but you can have more than one. At one point, I had 3 properties through VA loan.
Wow.
So as long as you still have that incentive entitlement left,
yes,
you can still purchase a property through VA.
I see. So you're sharing this because some people might feel like, well, I'm holding on to it because I don't want to waste it, right? But that's not the case.
Like, for example, I had a consultation the other day and he said, yeah, I need to sell my property before I leave Texas.
Yeah.
And I asked, well, what's the reason for selling your property with such a low interest rate? Why don't you just rent it and cash flow and just buy another one here? And he said, oh, I thought you had to sell it, right? So now I was able to save this gentleman an investment property that he was about to sell without a good reason.
That's great. That is great. Lucky he ran into you.
Right. Yeah.
and okay, great. So one more. You had one more. What's the other one?
Yeah. So this is for veterans. You know, obviously, not obviously, but you know, with the VA loan, there's a thing called the funding fee. As a veteran, if you are 10% disabled or more, then that funding fee is waived.
Oh, really?
So it's a big savings. If you're looking at, for example, $1 million property, first-time users, you know, full entitlement, it's about 2.3% of the purchase price.
Wow.
That's $23,000.
Wow.
So you can waive that.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And you know, in you know, small talk with some of the retired you know, Marines that come play at the golf course, right? A lot of them tell me just in casual conversation what their disability is, and they more than qualify, right? So
right.
yeah. Oh, that is a good tip. That is a good tip. Wow. So there's a lot of good reasons why you know, the military community should consider, at least look into investing in real estate, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so now, obviously, you know, this is your job. This is what you do for a living. But if people have questions or they want guidance or a little bit of help, do you mind them reaching out to you at all?
Not at all. The best way to reach out to me is, you know, via phone number. But if that's too hard to remember.
Yeah, well, what is your number?
Oh, yeah, it's 808-292-3427. But if you're more of a social media, like younger generation, then you can always look me up on Instagram, Aloha Agent Daniel.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's great. So, folks, give Daniel a call. Look him up on social media. And oh, wait, Daniel's got a special for you. So for everyone that's watching this video, if you like and subscribe to our channel, Daniel is going to offer you.
Oh, yes. So if you mention Clippers when you talk to me, then I will be giving you a rebate. And you can use that to cover portions of the closing costs or to get a professional cleaning done so you don't have to pay out of pocket.
All right, so you heard it, folks. Daniel Lee Kim, active duty Marine for 11 years. He's got a lot of reason to want to help you folks out there. On top of that, he shared his knowledge with us today, so you have a few tips to work with and incentive to come give him a call. So reach out, and we're going to go take the challenge now, and we'll see you back soon. Aloha.
Right, let's go.
Welcome back, folks. We're here on the 13th hole for the I Survived hole number 13 challenge with Daniel Lee Kim. Daniel, you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, good luck to you. Nice shot, Daniel. That's a great shot. All right, let's go find it. All right, folks, so Daniel's here in the middle of the fairway. Looks like he's got about 195 yards left to the green. He's gonna choose a 6-iron, okay, for this approach shot.
Let's do this.
Oh, good strike, Daniel. All right, very nice, very nice. That's gonna be close, let's go look for it.
Not bad.
Good job. All right. Okay, Daniel, looks like he came up a little short. So Daniel's come up a little short, but not too bad. So he's here in 2, and his net par is a 5. So we're gonna see if he can't get it on and get it in 2 shots. All right, Daniel, you think you can do that? I think you got it.
Let's give it a shot.
All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, good shot. Good shot, good shot, good shot. Okay, folks, here goes Daniel. He's gonna take his first putt here. He's got about a 25, 30 footer here.
Oh.
Okay, it's coming back. Nice putt.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we can make that. Let me get the pin for you.
The opposite way.
I was wrong. Okay, Daniel, let's see if you can clean that up there. Beautiful.
All right.
You're a natural. You're a natural.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. No, thank you very
Good
much.
job.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Daniel Lee Kim, thanks for being our guest.
No, thank you so much, Kevin.
Congratulations, you survived the hole.
Yeah.
So there you
Thank
go.
you.
That's
There
for
we
you.
go.
How about you try it on for us there?
Yeah, for sure.
Looking good.
Yeah.
All right, folks, give him a call. What's that number again, Daniel?
808-292-3427.
And your handle on Instagram?
Aloha Agent Daniel.
All right, Aloha Agent Daniel. Go give him a call. We'll see you at the Klipper.